While this episode is for my 21-year-old and up audience, if you live in the United States, I know the drinking age is different in other countries. Everyone can learn something from this episode. Because at least for me, I was basically alcohol-free until I was 20. Yes, there was a couple times here and there in high school that I drank a little bit. Well, it wasn't until I was in London studying abroad in 2021 that I really started drinking. Ever since then, I always thought, what would happen if I took an extended period of time off from drinking? Well, in today's episode, I'm going to share with you how I gave up alcohol for 1 whole year, and as of recording this video, I am over a year now, and here is what happened. Now, I've experienced many benefits from not drinking, and while I have some biometrics that I can compare before and after taking a year off from alcohol, I don't have a full view of the positive impact. And I could make some judgments like I have less wrinkles, I look younger, all these different things, which I do believe, but I don't have data backing up any of that. So what I've done is I've cultivated the top 8 benefits that I have been able to experience in my life that I do have data to support, and I'm sharing those with you today. And the first one is great sleep night after night. I have a whole podcast episode about how our entire country and a lot of our world is sleep deprived, and how that can impact your daily life and your performance as an athlete and as a human. I highly recommend you check out that episode. I have it linked in the YouTube description below. You can also search for that episode on your favorite podcasting platform. Just search athlete with asthma, sleep deprived, and you will find that episode. You can also just scroll through and find the episode. Great sleep night after night. Now, alcohol is not the only thing that affects sleep. But I'll tell you this, I haven't slept this good in a year since before I started drinking. And it's because even if you have a little bit of alcohol in your system, your REM cycle will decrease and your nighttime awakenings as well. So by cutting alcohol out completely for a whole year, I have given my body the opportunity to sleep better. Now, other things like sugar, eating late, light in your room, screen time, all these things can impact your sleep as well. So you may say, hey, I cut out alcohol for a year, a month, a day, whatever it is, and I didn't sleep better. Well, it might be because other things are going on in your life as well. But great sleep night after night is a benefit that I have seen. Because the flip side is, let's say you have a perfect nighttime routine, but then you have a glass of wine every night. And maybe that helps you fall asleep, but you still wake up in the morning not feeling rested. Well, it's because your REM cycles are being shortened. Your nighttime awakening is occurring more. When you drink alcohol, you have to use the restroom more. You may need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and that will wake you up. So great sleep night after night is the first benefit. The second benefit is waking up every single day at my best. Is this just a nice way of saying I haven't had a hangover for at least a year? Maybe, but really what I mean here is energy. The energy that I've had because of a better night's sleep, but also because my body isn't wasting energy excreting the toxin from my system. I have more energy throughout the day. I've also experienced better management of my blood sugar. So instead of having these big spikes and decreases that can really mess with my energy levels, specifically because of alcohol, I can show up more powerfully every single day. My brain shows up more powerfully. I wake up at my best. There's a reason why Athletic Brewing, the NA Craft Beer Company, their whole slogan is about drinking their beer and still being at your best. The biggest benefit of not drinking for a year is I've been at my best this entire year. Number 3, deeper social connections with friends and family. I used to think they would need to drink to connect with friends or family. By cutting alcohol out for a whole year, I've either built deeper friendships and relationships with friends and family who I haven't drank with. And the friends and family I did spend time with who did drink, I stopped spending as much time with those people. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it just changed things. Instead of going to the bar, I've done more physical activities and playing games with friends and family. I've done a lot more drinking teas and sparkling water with friends and family. When you take alcohol out of the equation, you can really connect at a deeper level with people. Now, at first, it may seem a little awkward because, people are used to showing up and hanging out with some people, getting a beer inside of them so that they can socialize. Well, when you take beer, you take wine, you take liquor out of the equation, it forces you to be more in the moment, to be in your body, to truly connect with people. And that's what I have seen. And what this results in, less stress and anxiety in these situations, ironically. I used to think that by having alcohol in my system, I wouldn't be as nervous around new people or around different friends, and I'd be able to deeply connect with them. Well, by taking it out, the cool thing is, you don't have to worry about people driving home under the influence of even 1 or 2 drinks. You don't have to worry about that. I can leave a friend's house at 9 or 10 p.m. We've had a bunch of sparkling water and I'm at my best going home. This has created deeper social connections, especially with people fed up with drinking and drinking culture. And that really has caused this community of us who just don't need alcohol every single week. Number 3, healthier eating. No drunk cravings. When you drink alcohol, it raises the brain's reward response to high-fat, salty foods and can push calorie intake up 30% in a single sitting. So when you have that beer, when you have that glass of wine, you are in turn increasing your caloric intake for that day by on average 30%. You're causing drunk cravings. I don't partake in weed, but it's a similar thing of when you get the munchies. When you have these substances in your body, you not only get the unhealthy effects of the substance, you crave unhealthy food. You eat more food. This is why one of the easiest ways to lose weight is to just stop drinking. When you stop drinking, you are not only cutting out the calories of alcohol, you are cutting out this 30% increase in caloric intake that occurs because of the cravings you get when you have alcohol in your system. So I have eaten a lot healthier. I have also saved somewhere between $1,500 to $4,000 this past year. It's crazy. Now, I'm basing this on moderate drinking numbers, defined as 1 to 2 drinks per night. So if you're having 1 to 2 beers per night, every night on average, then this is the range that you will see yourself saving money. Now, this is drinks plus the added calories that you spend money on. This is real savings, 1.5K to 4K, and this does not include the health care savings, because the long-term health benefits of not drinking increases the savings even more. But think about this compounding year over year. Number 5, my blood tests improved greatly. Now, I've been an athlete my entire life, an elite athlete with asthma, so my blood test numbers were already really good. But I had some markers a year ago that were moving into the concerning category. Well, here are some of the things that changed. Triglycerides. My triglycerides decreased by 35% They went from 73 mg per DL to 47 mg per DL. What does this mean? Well, chronic alcohol intake raises triglycerides by increasing liver fat production. After quitting or having extended periods of not drinking, levels often normalize within weeks to months, reducing cardiovascular risk. By decreasing triglycerides, I am decreasing cardiovascular risk in my body. Now, 73 mg per DL is all really good, but cutting it to 47 is even better. Next one, uric acid. I had my uric acid decreased by 31%. I went from 6.4 mg over D to 4.4 mg over D. Well, alcohol increases uric acid production and reduces its excretion, raising gout risk. Sobriety can cut that risk by 1.5 to 2 times. What does this mean? This means acidity in your body, inflammation in your body. Gout is a type of inflammatory arthritis that causes sudden, severe pain and swelling in one or more joints. A year ago, I was told my body was borderline gout. Now I have zero risk of gout. I cut my uric acid levels by 31%. Next, blood urea nitrogen. I decreased it by 24%. I went from 21 mg over DL to 16 mg over DL. BUN reflects kidney function and protein metabolism. Elevated BUN can indicate dehydration or high protein breakdown, both of which alcohol can exacerbate. A drop may reflect better hydration and liver kidney function. When you have alcohol in your system, it acts as a diuretic. It is a toxin. Your body starts dehydrating itself because it's trying to get rid of the toxin. Alcohol can cause dehydration. By cutting alcohol out, you can rehydrate your body faster. This is an amazing metric. I was excited to see that my BUN decreased by 24%, meaning my body is more hydrated. Next, creatinine. It decreased by 20% from 1.07 mg per DL to 0.86 mg per DL. Creatinine is a marker of kidney filtration. Lower values within the normal range can indicate improved kidney health or better hydration, especially after cutting alcohol out. And the last metric I want to share is my anion gap. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing this wrong. ANION gap. This decreased by 50%. I went from 18.3 mmol over L to 9 mmol over L. This reflects acid-base balance. Alcohol can increase this value by contributing to metabolic acidosis. A normalized gap suggests better metabolic and electrolyte stability. My anion gap before the year of alcohol-free was in the red zone. It was actually elevated. I cut it in half. It is very much in the green zone now. I was very acidic, and alcohol creates acid in your body. So this was surprising and extremely exciting to me when I saw this change. Number 7, effortless weight management. Over the past year, I went from meticulously tracking my input and output of calories to being a lot more wishy-washy with it. I still track my weight on a weekly basis, but I really stopped the daily tracking of this. I kind of got tired of it, so I took a year off from it, and that's okay. And I have maintained 155 to 160 pounds. I even dropped all the way down to 152 at one point. I'm in training pretty heavily right now. It's hard for me to even maintain 155 pounds. And this makes sense when you look at the fact that I'm eating healthier. There's a 30% increase in calories. That 30% alone can have you gain weight over time. The calories from alcohol can have you gain weight over time. I effortlessly was able to manage my weight without really even trying. I've been eating healthy, giving my body the nutrients it needs, and my weight has stayed in a very healthy range. Lastly, I won my 100K bear chase Ultra. Finishing first place overall male, second place overall. This is the biggest athletic achievement I've had in my entire life. I have a bonus gift for you for spending time with me today. It is my 3 pillars of healthy living guide. The 3 pillars are movement, tracking, and accountability. By implementing these 3 pillars into your life, you will be able to not only lose weight if you need to, and be able to keep it off and just live a much healthier life. And it's going to take you just a matter of minutes to digest this guide and start integrating these principles into your day-to-day life. You can grab your copy linked in the show notes or in the description below on the video on YouTube, or go to athletewithasthma.com/healthy-living-guide to grab your free copy. I'll see you in the next episode.